Greetings to Dr. Lee Chi-kyung, myself Joyce, and I'd like to present on the lab simulation for subculturing and also using the hemocytometer. Alright, I shall start off with subculturing first. The subculturing simulation, lab simulation, this what I'll be using as substitute. So this would be as my inoculating loop. This would be the agar. This one is for the one with the sample, and this is where the sample will be transferred to. This is the ethanol that will be sprayed into my station for cleaning, and the towel for multi-purpose cleaning, and this would be for as my Bunsen burner. So firstly, what do is we clean our station. We spray ethanol and then we wipe it off, clean off the place, and as well we have to spray to clean the inoculating loop, and then we let it to burn for a few seconds, and then you leave it to cool for about 10 seconds. So this is the one with sample, and this is where we're going to keep our sample in. So what we do is right now we take our inoculating loop after it's being cooled for about 10 seconds. We place this near the flame, and what we do is we put this lightly inside towards the side here. This is to let it cool and also absorb some moisture from the agar, so that later when we take it for spore, it will be easier. And what we do is we place it near the flame, and then we take some spore as needed. As you can see, there are some spores here. So we close it back, and then we bring our agar again. Alright, we place it here. So what we do now is we spread it alignedly, and then we close. We burn it a little. Okay, we change direction and we align it again. We close, then we turn, we burn it again, then you open and you align it again. So once this is done, you can close, burn it a little. Okay, and then the agar has to be placed on the top so that during incubation the vapor doesn't affect the agar. And also we burn the loop again and leave it to be cooled. Then we can spray the station again and clean it off. And that's all for subculturing, and we are done. Alright, now I shall proceed for the procedure with the simulation for using the hemocytometer. Nextly, as for the lab simulation of loading a hemocytometer for mantle cell count, this would be the equipment I'm using as a substitute. This would be as my pipette. This is my hemocytometer, a wet-free tissue paper, isopropyl alcohol, and also a Bunsen burner. For the hemocytometer, this would be the chambers, this up and beneath one, would be the chambers where we would fill it in with the fluid. Oh, and this is the cover slit that is to cover the sample fluid upon inserting it inside. Alright, so before starting, it's important to ensure that both the cytometer and the cover slip is clean. So what you can do is that you spray it with the isopropyl alcohol and thoroughly wipe it, including the chambers. As for the cover slit, it is important to wipe it as well, so you can handle it by the edges and wipe it and place it on top so that it is placed to be covered equally on both of the chambers, like this. So enough liquid should be introduced into the portions here and here. As you can see, the cover slit is in the middle. So what you do is from the side you slowly insert, and one drop is actually suffice. Okay, and then you turn the other side and you do the same thing. One drop is enough. You can see so this is to ensure that enough liquid is introduced inside that, and it is important to make sure it doesn't overflow. So it wouldn't overflow because there's this lines here, this capillaries here, that actually covers it, and the loaded hemocytometer is then placed under the microscope stage for counting after that. And it's important that we allow the sample to settle first before we go for counting, because we want to avoid it having any air bubbles, which makes the counting difficult. So that is it for hemocytometer procedure. Thank you.